the game keeps getting refined and refined and just becoming more polished. This game is so different from what it was a year ago, of course. But the quality of life things, but the biggest quality of life thing I want is like memorized seals or like skill sets or like basically you just have to press a button and it would do that layout of skills. Each hero could have multiple builds instead of just one build, and the game should actually really promote that because a lot of people really like singular characters. So like you guys have seen people with like just about every skill on a character. Like they can do multiple builds, but every single time it's a hassle just to rebuild, especially when it comes to Arena Assault where you have several heroes that you have to do that for, like with seals and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really messy like that. I hope they introduce that in the game sometime soon. Anyways, we would like to introduce new features and changes planned for version 2.70 update, which is scheduled for release in early July. It is almost every month that we're getting update then. Tactic drills are being added, that they will explain. New weapon skills and new weapons to refine are being added, that's always nice. The way quest progression and completion is played is changed, that's more quality of life stuff. Anyways, let's check it out. There's also maintenance. Alright, number 1 is tactics drills. That's really interesting. Test your metal is being added as a way to learn the rules of Fire Emblem Heroes as you play. So this is not for anyone who's, in the stream or like watching this, because you're not going to need help with the game. In tactics drills, I really feel like IS is just so set on making sure all the beginners do not get lost in this game. But this game is pretty simple, so I wish they focused on the people who've been here much, much longer than that. Like I've been playing since the first week of release, so. Any case, in tactics drills, you will be presented with situations that test your strategy with a fixed set of heroes that you must use to overcome challenges within a given number of phases. This is just like how it is in Fire Emblem games when they teach you about different concepts. Both your turn and enemy turns are counted as individual phases, so if the map specifies that it must be completed within 3 phases, then you have your turn, your enemy's turn, and one more turn of your own to complete the map. Alright, I'm glad they make that specific, but it doesn't really tell us what we're getting. Oh, it does. There are 3 levels of difficulty for tactic drills. Basically, this is just to help new players out to understand the game, but as older players, we just bear through it, and we get orbs and feathers. Nice. These maps teach the basic rules of combat, so they recommend beginners. Skill studies, the maps teach you about using various skills. And Grandmaster, these maps are meant for advanced players. And of course, you must always complete Book 1, Chapter 13 for these advanced stuff. Either way, that's really nice. More feathers, more orbs, a bit more content, but it's not really going to be that difficult, I would say. This is what everyone's more interested in, I would say. It's the Weapon Refinery update. Alright, so it will be about Katarina. It will be about... How did I forget his name? It's the Fury 6 Master. It is... For whatever reason, I don't even care anymore. I just think Ares is so much better. Okay, well this is awkward. How did I forget his name? It is Eldigan. Okay. Titania and then Nephany. Titania, completely understand needing a buff. Katarina, not so much. Roar Owl is pretty damn good. And Mistlin's good, but, Ares' weapon is so much better. And Nephany, I thought, was okay. Slaying Lance is pretty good, so that's special. I wonder what any of these will do. I don't remember Nephany having a unique weapon. I don't remember Titania having a unique weapon. And I hardly remember Katarina, and I did not play the game that Eldigan is in, so. What do you guys think these new weapons will be like? Reese's Tome. Reese's Tome could be like... No, probably not. I'm thinking it might be like Windsbrand or something like that. It would make sense. It's basically an enhanced Owl Tome then. And that would fit her character a bit more, but nobody uses her Owl Tome. They usually transition over to Roarblade. Dauntless Lance. I have no idea what that's going to be. It's going to be a new weapon just made for Fire Emblem Heroes. And Draconic Poleaxe. Very similar as well. A lot of people are inferring too much from the Draconic part, I would say, thinking it's going to be effective against Cabs and Dragons, I would say. So let's just wait and see what it's going to be about. Either way, this is your chance to get a lot of pretty good heroes, because they're all going to be on the same banner, and the best hero here, I would say, is Nephany. Though pulling red wouldn't be too bad. Though, again, Ares, I think, is much better than Eldigan. I could imagine Nephany getting the same refined Fair God. Whoa, 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 whoa. She does not need that. Nephany, if Nephany got both Slaying and Wrath, and then she also comes with Wrath in her, that would be a bit too crazy. Reese's Tome is a tome that shoots chocolate. Okay, nice. Nephany's helmet is also being redesigned and update according to screenshot. Best part of the update. Really? That's interesting. Her helmet was one of the most cute things about her. If you guys didn't know, Nephany is among my favorite heroes in all Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Anyways, notes Reese's Tome, Dauntless Lance, and Draconic Poleaxe can all be upgraded in the Weapon Refinery after they've been attained. In other words, you don't have to spend anything else other than, you know... well, it's free resources. Okay, no, I mean, you still have to do... I'm pretty sure they can be learned. But yeah, they can be learned and then they can be upgraded. Alright, that's nice. That's what it's saying. My bad. Kind of got messed up there. To learn weapon skills, tap allies and allies group. Yeah, you can learn them first. And then the following weapon skills will be strengthened with the Arena Metals and Divine 2 for added effects. Mistlin to Dark Mistlin. Again, Dark Mistlin was so much better, so it's about time Mistlin got upgraded. If you guys forgot Dark Mistlin could create wonky situations of like instant Draconic Aura or instant specials, and that's a lot more powerful than, you know, just Fury 3. Anyways, to access the Weapon Refinery, you must clear Fury 3 and cooldown minus 1, but you must clear book 1. Yeah, we can do that. Quest progression display. This is nice. This really helps out keeping track of things. If you guys remember how the game was first when it came out, it was super hard to remember all this stuff. Well, I guess you could just go back and check it out, but it could be smoother, and they finally did make it smoother. Displayed in a single screen. That's really helpful. Most people remember what to do, like KO foes, KO flying foes. Like the title of the quest usually tells you everything you need to know. And then finally, other improvements on the map selection screen. The screen will automatically scroll to newly added maps. That is more quality of life. It saves you a second or something, but you know, that's nice. Battle BGM is being added to the settings menu, so background music that plays during the battle scenes can be toggled on or off, or it can be set to only special background music. That's nice too. This might be more useful to people like me, which when you stream or put videos on YouTube, or you know, it's a lot of copyright issues that you have to deal with. So if you can turn off battle BGM, that helps out a lot. And the new special background musics, they're not always copyrighted, so that's an interesting thing of note. Event recap. I really like this, by the way, because to go over past conversations from past events is nice. One of the reasons that I do streams, all this stuff, is like occasionally I do like to go back and check out the story and things like that again. So you don't have to go back to story mode to, you know, reread these events anymore. That's something that's in Fate Grand Order as well, and I really liked it, to revisit things, because that way you can skip over text and stuff and get back to it at a later time without having, you know, to redo everything. And finally, a restart option is being added in menus in Grand Hero Battle, Tactic Drills, and other maps that can play without using any stamina. Again, more quality of life stuff just to make things slightly smoother and quicker. And that's it for the upcoming update. We hope you continue to enjoy playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm sure I will. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. So what do you guys think? Anyways, that will definitely be hype for some of the cooler battle tracks like Twilight of the Gods and End of All. Yes, that's definitely going to be awesome. There's so much hype tracks for Fire Emblem that they haven't put in the game yet. I'm just waiting for all of that to come. Too bad Nim never plays with music on anyways. I can't. There's copyright issues. How long will FEH channel come back? That's also one of the weird things, but I'm pretty sure we'll have a FEH channel for CYL2. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. CYL2 would probably have a big event for it. That's also, yeah, that also gets to me. That I think we should have gotten to another one by now, to be honest, though. I'm pretty sure that also applies to Tempest Trials with the recaps. That's really nice. That's one of the reasons why I do, you know, Tempest Trial recaps on stream, because sometimes the story and the tidbits in it is pretty interesting, but going through it once, you might not appreciate it as much the first time. I'm sure that you also applies, yeah. Did you get your Tempest Trial rewards? No. I never do it. What changes do you want in FEH? My biggest change I want is for them to do presets for each hero. So like, if I want to use... So for me, I have like Arena Assault builds, and then I have Arena builds. you know, for my base team. Arena assault builds are just for maximizing score. Arena builds are for, well, score also matters, but I wouldn't do like double rallies and everything. And then I want them to do presets that include seals. So like when I go for arena assault, everything will just be there, established and ready. That's one of the biggest quality of life things that I want. Every single week, I spend about 10 to 15 minutes just making sure all the skills are correct, all the seals are correct. And when in reality, it should just be the touch of a button, it's all fine. I mean, that's something that's really simple to do, but they just don't do it, so. That's one of the changes I want. PvP is not something I necessarily want because I don't think it would have much meaning, to be honest. I think like in PvP, it would be very hard to do correctly. Stalling and defending in PvP would be worth so much, but how do you get people to not do that? There's a lot of ways that this can go wrong, in my opinion, so I guess we'll see. Also, more castles. You're right. More castles would be amazing. The current castles are kind of boring. I really like this castle. I guess we could quickly ask you guys this too, but of all the castles, which one's our favorite? Column Castle's my favorite because of the nice red. I think Royal Castle is way too shiny. This is for like people who... Yeah, this is for a princess. That's not for me. Thanks very much. I'll go back to columns. I actually also like Ornate Castle too. Ornate Castle. This is pretty elegant, but not too elegant. The royal blue is a bit too much in my case. But no, my favorite's Column Castle. My favorite color is red, by the way. And when I was in university, our school color was burgundy, so that's why my favorite's there. It would be nice to have more castle designs, honestly. I feel like customizing your castle would be a big thing, but they did hint about that a while ago, so IS probably has that in the works and probably ready to release sometime soon. It'll be interesting to see if they actually do that. Seasonal castles. They should also do accessories for your castles. That would be really, really awesome. I mean, we're already doing accessories for our heroes, so why not? Though... they could look really dorky. I like that, actually. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on updates and what I want from future updates, so hope you guys enjoyed.